Okay, now we're going to take a look at the advanced performance track. For this track, I've actually dropped the low E string down to a D, so that's a whole tone lower. So just for your tuning benefit at home, this is the note. The rest of the guitar will stay the same, so you know, if you hold a D chord or whatever, you can just play all the strings. Okay, so now I'm just going to play the opening riff for this song. Pretty much all the techniques and everything that we've looked at in this DVD we're going to be including in this song. This is probably technically the toughest out of the three, but all the tracks have got something to offer. This is just kind of throwing it all in one pot and just having fun with it, basically. So here's the first riff. Okay, with this riff, we're going to be trading off initially with the open low D now instead of the E. And we're going to start by playing that first, and then we're going to play 7 and 8 on the A string, so we've got this. Then we'll play the open low D again, and then play 3 and 5 on the A. Then we'll play the open D, and then 8 and 10 on the A. Open D, 7 and 8 again on the A. Then to finish up, we've got open D and then 10 and then 12 on the A. Okay, so at a slow tempo, we're going to be doing this. Okay, so you're going to repeat the riff up to that point. Then you're going to have 2 open low D chords, so we're going to have, so that's going to be palm muted, and we're just going to play the open D and the A string together with no fretted notes. Then we're going to play the 3rd fret across the low D and the A, barring our first finger, and we're just going to do this. So we're just going to play the 3rd fret on the low D and the A, and then we're going to hammer on the 5th fret using the same technique, just barring with our 3rd finger, and even slower tempo, this is going to be the order in which it's done. Okay, so on the 3rd fret we're going to have down, up, down, up, down. Then on that last downstroke we're going to hammer on the 5th fret and then play that twice. The second stroke will be a downstroke, so we'll have hammer on, downstroke, and then upstroke. And then that's going to be riff number 1, which is the opening. Okay, now I'm going to play riff number 2, and then we'll break that down. Okay, again with this riff number 2, we're going to be trading off with the low D. This time we're going to be doing a bit more stretching with the left hand. So the first part we're going to have open low D, then we're going to have 7 on the A, 3 on the D, then open low D again, then 5 on the A, 2 on the D. So we've got, then we're going to have open low D again, then 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D. So far we've got this. Then we're going to have open low D, 3rd fret on the low D, then 5th fret on the D, on the A, sorry. So, then to finish it off we're going to play open low D, 5th fret on the low D, and then 3rd fret on the A. Okay, so that's just the first half of riff number 2, so altogether it should sound like this. Okay, so the second half of riff 2 is going to start with the open low D. Then we're going to play 8 on the low D and then 7 on the A. Then repeat that again. Then we're going to have the same sort of thing, but we're going to have low D, then 10 on the low D, and then 8 on the A, and we're going to do that twice. So we're going to have... Then to finish off riff 2, we've got open D, then we're going to play 10 on the low D, and then bar across the A string and play 10 on that as well. Now the right hand technique for this is kind of a mixture between accenting and palm muting, and we're also using alternate picking as well, so all of these notes are actually picked. So at a slow tempo, riff 2 should go like this. Right, the last part of riff 2 is actually going to be 2 chords to finish it off. The first of which is going to be up on the 10th fret, barred across the low D and the A with our first finger, and then the 12th fret on the D, and that's going to be played twice with a down and up stroke. Then we're going to go down and use the same shape, but on the 3rd fret of the low D, so 3rd fret D, 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, and we're going to play that 3 times. So that's going to be down, up, down, like that. Okay, so riff number 2 with those chords at the end. Okay, riff number 3 is going to start by playing more chordal ideas. This time we're going to be playing the open D chord, so we're going to have open low D and open A. And we're just going to play 5 palm muted downstrokes using that chord, so we're going to have... Then we're going to have a down, up, down. Then we're going to have a barred chord across the 10th fret on the low D and the A with our first finger. Then we're going to play open low D. Then we're going to do the same thing again, but across the 12th fret on the low D and the A. So we're going to have... So all in all, 5 palm muted downstrokes. Down, up, down. Barred 10th fret, open. Barred 12th fret. And then we're just going to repeat that last section with the down, up, down alternate picking. So then we'll have... Okay, so you play that 3 times, which is what I just demonstrated. And then the last riff, finishing off riff number 3, is going to look like this. So we're just going to be barring the bottom 2 strings, and we're going to play them on the 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, and then back to 5th fret again. So, and we're just going to be barring using first 3 fingers on the left hand, and just using down, up strokes. So down, up, down, up, like that. Okay, so the whole of riff number 3 slow should look like this. Now we're going to look at riff 4. It's pretty much exactly the same as riff 3, except we don't have the alternate picking down, up, down strokes that we had in riff 3, so it's pretty much straight all the way through. So let me just play riff 4 for you, and then if we need to, we'll break it down. Okay, so we're really just concentrating on playing palm muted downstrokes throughout the whole of that D chord. So we've got, then we just got the same chord things that we were doing in riff 3, just without the down, up, down alternate picking in there. So we've got. then all you have to do to just conclude riff 4 would just be to repeat that again. So you just do another one of those. Now we're going to take a look at riff 5. There's going to be quite a bit of alternate picking in this, so let me just do an example for you and then we'll break it down. Okay, for this we're just going to be playing the open D, so open low D and A, and we're just going to start with down up down, palm muted with left hand muting and right hand muting 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do down up down, down up down. So left hand muting becomes less of an issue there, and we're just going to be using our right hand to just palm mute. So we'll have down up down, down up down, like that. Okay, for the second half of riff 5, we're just going to be doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs. So we're going to start by playing 10, hammer-on to 12, pull-off to 10, then open D. Then we're going to go to do the same thing with 8, hammer-on to 10, pull-off to 8, and then open D. Then we're going to go to 7, hammer-on 8, pull-off to 7, pull-off to 0, which is low D. Then we're going to carry on and go to 5, hammer on 7, then pull off to 5, pull off to open D. Then we're going to play 3 to 5, then pull off to 3, then pull off to the open D, and we're going to do that twice in this position. So at a slow tempo it should sound like this. Okay, also in between those hammer-ons and pull-offs to the open D, there's an extra downstroke on the low D as well. So we're going to have... Okay, the only one we don't have it on is the last section, 3, hammer-on to 5, back to 3, and open. So at a slow tempo again, bearing that in mind, it should sound like this. Okay, so both parts to riff 5 back to back should sound like this. Okay, now that whole riff is repeated 4 times round, and that's the end of riff 5, going into riff 6, which is going to be the final part. So here we go. Okay, right, so we're going to bar across the low D and the A on the 3rd fret with our first finger, and then holding the 5th fret on the D as well. And we're going to play that twice. Then we're going to use some left hand muting and strum the strings down, up, down, so. Then we're going to do that same chord shape again, except we're going to bar across the 5th fret on the low D and the A, and the 7th fret on the D. And this time we're going to do down, up, down on the chord, so. Then we're going to do down, up, down with left-handed palm muting. Then we're just going to play open D and just play it as freely as you like, really. There's no real kind of strict rhythm to this, so. Just kind of keep that continuity going just with the downstrokes. So really, you're just going to be holding the 2nd fret on the G and the 3rd fret on the B, and then you're just going to play all the strings. So riff 6 slow should sound like this. Then for the last time round riff 6, we're going to use the same chords that we've been using in the previous part of riff 6, but we're just going to be going up to the 8th fret. So 8th fret on the low D and the A, barred with the first finger, and then 10th fret on the D. And then we're just going to play these as loosely as we've been playing the open D, and it should sound like this. Then we're going to move that chord shape up to the 10th fret, so barring the 10th fret on the low D and A, and then the 12th fret on the D. And then we're just going to, again, play that as free as you like. So both of those together. So the whole of riff 6, here it goes. Okay, now we're at the end of the actual chord sequence for all riffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then at the end of 6 we go back to 1 and just repeat the whole thing again right up until the end. And then the last chord that we'll play will be an open D held for the fade out of the track basically. So we'll just have... Okay, so after you've finished playing that chord, just wind the volume pot back on the guitar so there's no noise at the end, so it's nice and crisp and clean. And that's all the parts for the advanced section.